What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the No Contest Podcast. I'm Max Brodsky, your host. I'm here with Josh Schiff, Tyler Kessler, Jordan Faber, Andrew Borum, and Jonathan Linder. We're here to talk some sports and say some good words, not some bad words, Linder. No bad words. But yeah, today we're going to get into like MLB, the start of the season. We're going to get into some Cy Young predictions, and then we're going to go over Lamar Jackson, potential landing spots. Talk about the New York Giants, because we do have a newcomer in Tyler Kessler, who is a big Giants fan, so we're going to get into some Giants football. And then we're going to talk about the new NBA-CBA agreement, 65 games to win any kind of award, and they also legalized marijuana in the NBA. The second segment we'll get into is who
legalized, so they took over all the NBA?
They didn't legalize it.
Legalized it?
Shut up. You know what I mean?
No, they don't test.
You know what I mean. They don't test for it anymore. And then we'll get into who'd you rather, Pete Alonso, and then we'll go into a top 3 snake draft of ballpark foods, the best ballpark foods for the start of baseball. But yeah, let's get into like just the first few days of baseball thus far. We did see DeGrom get rocked. We saw just some really good baseball to the start of the season, but I think we're going to see better baseball just coming up. Just Tyler, any thoughts on the Yankees coming up? How do we think we're going to be with Rodon and when he comes back, and are we potential World Series contenders?
Well, I think the Yankees are always World Series contenders with the best pitching staff in the MLB. Bro, if you see Garrett Cole just pitch an absolute gem, once Rodon comes back, we have a 1-2 punch right there.
That's what
alone.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying,
back,
to be honest with you.
We look good. We look good in game one.
No, we did. That's what I like to see. I like to see a good game one, 5-0 win. We play today against the Giants. Should be a good one, to be honest. And then
scared of the Yankee team gonna win 95 games and lose to the Astros in the ALDS.
It's different this year.
Not this year.
It's different this year. We have a number 2.
I'm pretty sure I hear that every year.
We have a number 2 though. I don't know. Let's not. Your Mets aren't too hot right now. Verlander's on the IL. He didn't even pitch a game.
We didn't say the Mets. I believe the Mets are atrocious as well, but this year's our year is. I don't know. I hear that every year.
The Mets are definitely not atrocious.
The other team in New York finally got the injury bug. So
I know it's about time, right?
Both have.
So let's kind of go over potential like Cy Young predictions for both the AL and the NL. You can give one or you can give 2. It's up to you. But I'll start with Sif. Do you have a Cy Young prediction? A guy you're like, I think he is 100% going to win this. You're going to win this award.
So I like for the NL. I like Urias from the Dodgers. I think he had a really good season last year, and I think he's going to continue it this year and just be dominant and be that Dodger ace that they need. And then on the AL, I like Shane McClanahan from Tampa.
True. Yeah, no, I like McClanahan too. We missed him on our pitching draft. We missed him and Cole, so kind of unfortunate. But Tyler, who do you have as your Cy Young predictions?
NL, I think you have to go Sandy from the Marlins. I think he's bound to do with a good team. I think he won last year, right? Back to back.
Yeah.
And then AL, I think I got Shohei, but I mean Garrett Cole looked good, so
Garrett Cole did look very good in game one. Garrett Cole looked very good in game one.
But
I know if he can get that up the whole
he's
season.
playing the fucking Giants. I don't know what you expected.
What do you mean? The Giants are a good team.
Giants are not good.
They are good.
No, they're not.
They're always a solid.
They're
pretty
the
good
one
team.
best team in their division.
they got a
They're
tough
always
division.
Yeah, they're in a tough division. It's like saying, are
The Yankees are the best team in their division.
They are the
Who
best team in
is?
the division.
What?
Orioles.
Who is?
Orioles.
The Rays.
You just say the Orioles.
Bro.
The Rays.
You guys are
Blue
tripping.
Jays.
You guys are.
Anyone want to see the Red Sox? Because they're not there.
No.
Blue Jays have
Red
wins.
Sox are bottom feeders, bro.
Bro, you're telling me the Yankees aren't the top team in their division? Like the Blue Jays
I
are
don't
not
know.
better than
We'll
us.
see.
Blue-
Ask me again when the season's over.
The only
They're
team
like
that
two-
the Blue
sniffs us
Jays-
are the
Blue
Blue
Jays.
Jays, and the Blue Jays haven't won anything since Jose Bautista.
Yeah, I know, but
No,
they have a really
This
good
is
roster.
this year. It's a new year.
Dude, they're deep.
They are deep, but I guess we'll have to see. Didn't they just get rid of Teoscar too? Teoscar is not on their team anymore.
Yeah, but they got better better fielding outfielders.
Doesn't matter. They're stacked. Bro.
They are.
And their
but-
pitching is like, dude. Their number 4 is Jose Barrios. Like he's not. He's as a 4.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but he gets
Yankees number
rocked a
4
lot
is
though.
Nestor
He gets
Cortez.
rocked. He gets rocked a
As a
lot.
4,
Nestor made an
that's an
All-Star
elite-
game. Nestor made an All-Star game last year.
Yeah, he got lucky.
What do you what?
He got lucky.
What?
Got picked.
Nestor is
And we
not
have the
good.
Rookie of the Year.
I cannot.
Bro,
Nestor is
Easily.
not good.
Whatever.
Nestor is
Faber,
good.
who you got as your Cy Young winner?
What? My
Who
Cy
you got
Young
as your
winner.
Cy Young winners?
I'm gonna go Dylan Cease in the AL. He's a machine. And then in the NL, I'm gonna go.
Scherzer.
No,
Verlander.
he's gonna say Verlander.
Carlos Carrasco.
I'm gonna go Zach Wheeler.
All right, I'll
Really
take that. He's on
old.
my
I'm just
fantasy
trying to
team.
go
I'll take that.
Yeah, I think Zach Wheeler's just really.
Then you gotta fade Max's team.
Fuck you. All right, Jonathan, who do you have as your Cy Young winners?
Cy Young AL Seattle Mariners. What's his name? Matt Brace. Matt Brace. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Made Jose Ramirez sit his ass down on a slider
So now he's
curve
gonna-
on his foot.
Yeah, he's gonna
One
win the
pitch,
Cy Young
baby.
now.
And my NL Cy Young is gonna be Spencer Strider.
Dude, you have like a
He is
fetish
gonna know.
for-
He's
You
gonna know
love
his
Spencer
Mets
Strider,
probably
bro.
4
You
times
love
this year.
Spencer
Talk about it
Strider.
whenever you can.
So I don't know if
It's like
I
he's
love
a
him because of
Braves
the
fan.
mustache or why. It's because I'm a Braves fan, but also he's gonna no-hit the Mets 4 or 5 times this year.
Bro,
So
you're
you
not
just,
even a Braves fan, bro.
I
He's
am.
a Braves Phil.
He is
He's
now.
everything but the Mets.
Yeah.
Braves and a Mets fan.
You suck.
That's possible.
Terrible
Yeah, you
fucking
suck.
combo.
Yeah, I think I would go Cole, and I like Urias too. I like that pick, but Cole looked good, man. Cole looked good game
looked good.
one. It got me a little
Gave us
hyped.
some
I'm
hope.
not gonna lie.
Great. He finishes with a 3.5.
Shut the fuck up.
Till he plays Devers.
He'll lead the league in strikeouts again. Easily, he'll lead the league in strikeouts again.
Lead the league in giving up the most bombs. So yeah.
He does give up a lot of home runs. Yo, when Rodon's healthy, Rodon
that's
personally
okay.
to me is a better pitcher. When Rodon's
Exactly.
healthy,
That's why I picked him.
Honestly,
in the rotation.
Rodon could be better.
he could.
He is.
I mean, he's a 1 on any other team, so.
No,
Severino's
easily,
better than Garrett
easily. They're 1A, 1B. It's not anything like.
On the Mets, but yeah.
Yeah, it's 1A, 1B. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Any other baseball thoughts for the time being, or can we move on to some football?
Really quick, I do think the Marlins uniforms they had last night are the nicest
yes.
jerseys in the MLB.
Oh yeah, I love.
I
Those
still don't
jerseys.
understand why they changed it.
It shouldn't have. That
Neither
logo.
do
do
I.
I. I don't know
Padres
why.
ones are nice too.
I do like those Padres ones. Sif was throwing up last night looking at Bogarts in a Padres uniform.
It was disgusting.
That's
It
crazy.
didn't feel right.
Sif, I'm gonna get you a Padres Bogarts jersey.
Good. I'm going to a Padres game in like August, so
We could
in
wear it.
Seattle. I'll root on the Padres because they
No,
have
you won't.
no. Why
Sif's
not?
a bandwagon, calling it now. End of the year,
Yeah.
Sif's the biggest Padres fan.
Sif's a bandwagon. Not like Linder. Linder's not a
Sticking
bandwagon.
through this Red Sox.
I'm
So,
not a
I
bandwagon.
mean,
And
Xander's
Xander.
not a bandwagon.
I don't know if you watched Red
Padres are
Sox
not my
opening day,
team.
but it was tough to watch. It was
But
tough.
they fought. They fought though.
Yeah, but it doesn't help when your starter gives up 6 runs in 4 innings
True.
on opening day,
The Red Sox have needed pitching for like 20 years. It's crazy.
and we won 4 World Series in that time. So
And
Shut
that
up.
Chris Sale project didn't work, so
It did. They won a World Series out of it.
I mean, look where he is now.
Yeah, but
Hey, he's
if you get a
pitching
World
today
Series
for-
out of it, bro. If this was the last year Cole pitched and he was good, and he won a World Series, he would never have to do anything for us again.
that's why I don't complain about Sale, even though he
So
hasn't
you-
pitched for us.
Yeah, you can't. If you win a World Series, you can't complain.
I
I'm
guess.
not throwing a fit.
Faber hasn't complained since 1967.
Yeah,
It's been a long time, dude.
yeah, it has been a long
Those
time.
black
The
and
Mets-
white TVs hit different, dude.
Mr. Strawberry.
Daryl, bro.
Cocaine days.
He's Doc Good.
Yo, Faber, who's the
Doc-
greatest Met? Who's the greatest Met of all time? Is it Seaver?
Tom Seaver easily.
Pete
It's not
Alonso.
Seaver?
It's not even a question.
Yeah,
Tom
it's Pete
Seaver,
Alonso.
though.
I forgot. Is Pete Alonso a top 5 Met of all time?
No.
Bro, I mean, when it's all said and done, he could be.
He's not even a top 5 first baseman right now. For Mets history.
Bro, Art. Okay, you're just. What?
Okay.
Keith Hernandez. Pete Alonso is gonna. He's a legend, bro. He's a historic player.
He's a legend,
The
bro.
legend. He's only been in the league for like
It's that
50 years.
historic.
Man hit 53 home runs his rookie year, and he hasn't hit less than like 40 home runs every year. He bats 270. I mean, dude,
He's a solid
And it-
player. He's
improving.
Solid player.
He's a
but
good,
we'll-
he's a
we'll
good
get
role
into-
player on
We'll
champion.
get into
Good
who
goal.
we think is better than him soon.
Top 10 player.
Everyone, probably.
Everyone, yeah.
Everyone. All right, so we're going to get into each of us are going to give a potential landing spot for Lamar Jackson where we think he will end up because he did apparently request a trade earlier in the month. Personally, to me, I mean, I think he's going to end up back as a Raven. I just don't see it like going any other way to personally. Like, I just don't see a team coming up and being like, I will pay this guy Deshaun Watson money. I don't think that the owners are ganging up on him or anything. I just think they see a player that's a little like he has had 2 years of like injury prone seasons and he just doesn't want to, they don't want to take a risk on that. And they'd rather draft somebody who's like 20 instead of 25 or 26 and pay the 26-year-old a bunch of money. Like I get he's won a bunch of MVPs, but I get why they're not paying him also from a business perspective. It makes sense. So I think the Ravens end up getting a deal done with him, and he's the quarterback for them this year. Sif, you have any thoughts?
I don't know. I feel like the relationship between the owner, general manager, and Lamar just has not been there. Like the longer that I think this continues on, like how can he play for a franchise that basically like that they drafted him, they like he grew up in their system, and then they're like, yeah, we're just not going to pay you. And he did as much as he can without pretty much a wide receiver one, and he's only had tight ends pretty much to throw to. So I mean, I think if he deserves to get paid. I mean, he's won an MVP. He's proven that he can win in the playoffs in this league. He just needs help. I mean,
Where do you think he goes, though? Where do you think he ends up?
You can definitely see. I think if he goes anywhere besides back to Baltimore, I can see a team in the NFC like Washington or Atlanta.
So where does he end up?
I think Washington. I don't know. I think Dan Snyder's
We
gonna.
we don't want him there.
I think Dan Snyder's gonna give a middle finger before he sells the team and sign him to like his 5-year $250 and ride off into the sunset with $6 billion.
That's, I mean, PMT would be happy.
Yes, he would. You'd be very happy.
Tyler, do you have a landing spot for Lamar, or do you think he goes back to Baltimore?
Ultimately, I think he does go back to Baltimore because they probably don't find a deal. But I think the best spot that he could probably go to is probably the Jets. I think they don't get Aaron Rodgers. Why would you pay all that money for Aaron Rodgers when you can get a younger quarterback who's better and who's like 25? Why not?
You're right.
Like,
I
why
agree.
would you trade all your assets and all that money for a 40-year-old quarterback?
Who's going to play maybe 1 year?
You'd trade less. You'd trade less for Rodgers, though. That's the thing. You'd probably trade like a second-round conditional pick for Rodgers, and that's all you'd trade.
Get more out of Lamar.
I think they want a first.
Nah, they're not giving up a first. They're not giving up a first.
It's not a first, bro.
I think one of the main reasons, though, that Lamar requested a trade was because no team was willing to give up the 2 first-round picks for him. So wherever he goes, he's gonna have to play that first year on that $32 million that the Ravens offered, and because no one's gonna trade 2 first-round picks and then sign for $50 million a year. That's just not gonna happen.
The Ravens wouldn't have allowed it. They would have matched immediately.
It's not about the 2 first-round picks. It's about the fact that it's not a Lamar problem. It's just where the NFL is right now with the guaranteed money, and Lamar literally fits the bill of someone that shouldn't deserve guaranteed money with his injury history. It's just a bad situation. It's not about his talent. It's about giving him guaranteed money when he's an injury-prone player, bottom line.
Easily. I could not agree more.
Yeah, but the Browns screwed over the NFL, basically.
They did. They screwed over the NFL completely. Deshaun
Watson and the guaranteed money he got, it's like Lamar's done more in the league than Deshaun. So it's like, how could you make the case?
Yeah. And it sucks that it's in his own division, too. Because it's like, there's a guy in my own division making...
Guaranteed, too.
So, yeah, no, it's just a really bad situation the NFL's in.
You got to pay that man.
Yeah.
Faber, where do you think he ends up, though?
I mean, I think he comes back to he's going to be a Raven, like by week 1. I mean, I think we all know that. I think if there was somewhere where maybe he could go, I mean, it's tough. I mean, at this point, I don't think any of us could confidently say any team, because there's just, I mean, yeah, the Colts, the Falcons, there's all these teams linked to him, kind of, but not really. It's a weird situation.
But they also have top picks, so they're going to go through the draft.
Now that you bring it up, though, like the Colts, I could see the Colts making a move. It makes sense because they have that 4th pick in the draft. So if the Ravens were like, let's go take a younger quarterback, rely on our defense. The Colts are like, I want a proven guy. I'm sick of all this like veteran QB carousel. Like, we want a guy. All right, look, he's there for the taking.
Anthony Richardson's much more athletic than Lamar Jackson.
They love Anthony.
I think
Anthony's going 1. I think Anthony's going 1.
I think it's going to be
0%
He's
shot.
not going 1.
I'll put money on it. I'll put money on it.
No, he's
Bryce Young.
I'll take that.
Yeah, go to Vegas and just give him your money now.
Bro, if you don't think, Richardson is 100%. If the Panthers have the first pick, Richardson will go 1.
No. Mm-mm.
I think so.
That's going to go down as one of the worst first picks in football.
Yeah,
ever.
It's just like, you can't take...
Marcus Russell will forever be number 1.
It's going to be like a Zion Williamson thing.
Bro, Zion is not a bust.
Yes, he is.
Oh my God! Stop that right now. He's made the All-Star 2 times.
He hasn't played more than like 12 games.
Oh my God! Stop, bro. When he plays, he's a 25 points per game scorer. How did we relay this to Zion and start talking NBA? How did that happen?
We're talking about busts.
Bro, he is not a bust. I hate when people say that.
He is a bust.
I don't consider. Go read me the.
No. Greg Oden is not a bust. Greg Oden is not a bust.
Greg Oden's not a bust.
He got injured. That's not a bust. A bust is somebody who comes in and plays bad.
A bust.
So you're saying the biggest one?
How do you say Greg Oden's
Zion hasn't played?
Zion's a bust.
If he hasn't
played. Zion's horrible, and Zion had the hype of LeBron James. Greg Oden.
Oh my God! No, he didn't. He did not have the hype. He did.
Sucking him off when he came out.
When he plays, he's oh my God!
When he's on the court.
Yes, he's a great player. He's the number 1 option.
He averages like 30 games a year.
Jaw
No, you're
easily
right.
should've
He
went
needs to
number
get on
one
the
in that
court,
draft.
but he's not a bust because
Jaw
he doesn't play
easily
games.
should have went number one.
Oh my
Zion's
God,
a good
you're-
role player.
Nah,
get a real
I'd still
shooter
take
out of-
Zion. I'd
out of
still
Ja
take
Morant.
Zion.
Over Ja
I'd-
Morant?
Yeah, I'd still take
For 30
Zion.
games out of the year, your
I'd
your
still
best
take
ability is your
Zion.
availability, and he's not available.
I'm well aware, but I'd still take Zion.
He's going to come back for 2 games, and something's going to happen to his pinky toe because he weighs too much.
I get that.
And then he's
I
gonna be
get
out for the
that.
season.
Like, I get that. Like, I don't know. You can't take. You can't redo that draft. Like, that's so hard to redo. I don't know. We can't. We'll do that as a segment. Actually, we'll redo an NBA draft, and like
Who
each
was
pick
number
a
3
team.
in that draft?
RJ Barrett.
R.J. Barrett. Yeah,
I'd take
It was
him
a good
over
class.
Zion.
It was a good class.
it is a good class. Yeah. That 2019 class was elite, man. They were a great class. That's our year. They're all our age. That class is pretty cool. All right, let's get back on the football track and talk a little New York Giants football. We have Tyler here, who is a
Best team in the NFL.
huge New York Giants fan. Seems to think they're the best team in the NFL, but they're
Not
just
even the
not.
third best
They're-
team in the division.
They're just not. They overpaid for their quarterback. They
Didn't overpay. They didn't overpay.
They completely overpaid for their
They didn't
quarterback.
overpay.
Completely
Didn't
overpaid
overpay.
for their quarterback.
They didn't overpay.
Okay.
Explain
Every
how.
Giant-
Explain why. Why?
There's an opt-out after 2 years.
Is it opt out after 2 years?
Boo!
For him to play well.
That's when you know
For him to play well. So
there's an opt-out after 2 years because he's going to suck and we're just going to get rid of him.
he's,
The best part of the
Like-
contract is Giants fans looking
I
for the
trust
opt-out.
DJ. He showed
Bro,
some
and
promise
because
last
you
year.
said-
He got the
because-
playoff win. Where's Miami?
Oh my God, bro, we're building, bro.
Okay.
Watch out, watch out. Come to our division. Come to our division.
suck.
Come to our division.
Come play in the
That's-
AFC East.
That's where Lamar Jackson.
Tyler, back up a little bit.
My team's the only real Super Bowl contender in here. Like,
Lamar Jackson should go to.
Yes,
That's the only quarterback in the league I would take Tua over.
yes. Tua
Only
over
one.
DJ. Tua over
Tua.
DJ. Tua over
I take
DJ.
PJ Walker over Tua, bro.
Oh my.
My God. baby.
At least that man can stay healthy.
That's true. I think Lamar Jackson should go to
Oh
Miami.
my God.
Oh my God.
When Tua's
he's
knocked
there.
out from doing his tumble, he will
They already
need a
picked up his
quarterback.
5th-year option, bro.
Yeah, I know, but we have Mike White. So it's much
Unfortunately.
better.
Oh my God. Please stop this fucking
Why?
banter right now.
Here
Mike
comes
White is
spring.
better than
Horrible
Tua.
banter.
Mike White is better than Tua, and that
He is.
All
I
right.
agree.
All right.
Stop. Stop with that, Faber. I see your smirk. I see your smirk,
He's
Faber.
going to be starting by week 3, so
exactly he is. That
Oh my God, you guys are fools. You guys are.
Max, what do we
fucking
put ourselves
fools.
through?
There's
anyways,
no
back
way.
to the Giants.
I know, yeah. Faber, what do you think about the
Back to
team
the
next
Giants.
door?
I mean, dude, they're horrible. I mean, let's just keep it blunt. They're dude. Their best player is a fucking running back who's literally who could fall apart at any second. Their quarterback got paid $40 million for throwing 15 fucking touchdowns. I mean, $40 million a year for throwing 15 touchdowns. I mean,
Bro, he took us to the playoffs and won.
I-
No,
Okay,
your
yeah,
coach
he-
took you to the playoffs.
Your coach, you're not even. It's just Saquon Barkley plus your defense is solid. It's not anything
Well, not
crazy.
anymore. They just got rid of Julian Love because they couldn't pay him $6
Yeah.
million, and he was a
Your
captain
defense
on
is-
your team.
Your defense is all right. You have
We
no.
also signed Brian Okereke. He's a star.
Okirk?
Deal.
Okirky? Brian Okirk?
Okereke, man.
Okirk?
Sif's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, bro. I hope so, bro. I hope so.
No,
I hope we get
I'm
a.
pretty sure I heard something in the background, so he definitely yelled.
I hope so, bro.
It's because
I
I,
hope
heard
so.
something and I looked down and he's missing, and I'm like, oh, he said something.
Update: I'm about to punch my Wi-Fi router, and I'll be back. He's
All right.
hilarious, bro.
Well,
we'll wait to talk about the NBA in a sec. But, bro, can we do like a quick who would you rather on Tua?
Yeah, let's
100%.
go.
Bro, all right, I'm gonna start naming names. All right, and you tell me if they're better.
But you have
than
to
Tua.
factor in. You have to factor in him being very injury prone.
That has to be a part. Always.
Okay, fine.
I'll be real.
deal. Fine, deal. I'll start with
Ready.
the bad one. Kirk Cousins.
Easily,
Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Shut up. What?
Dude, you
Oh
know
my
at least
God.
you know you're getting Kirk Cousins for at least you know you're getting Kirk Cousins for 17 games. You know
Oh
you're
my!
getting-
Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah,
You know
I'm
what
getting
you're getting
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I'd rather have a starter that I actually have for more than 3 weeks of the season.
Ceiling is higher for Tua. Kirk Cousins is better. That's it.
Oh my God.
Fair.
All right, that is
I
fair.
like that, yeah.
That is fair. All right, we'll go DJ then. Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
You'd rather what? Well, you say that. Faber.
100%.
Come on.
I
Faber.
said Tua, the
Mike
only
White,
quarterback
baby.
I'll take over.
Listen, I hate them both.
Daniel
Like,
Jones.
hate. And I think I'm going to go Tua. I think I'm going to go Tua.
Yes.
That's the only quarterback I'll pick Tua.
That's the only that's the only time you're ever hearing that name out.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones is atrocious.
Daniel Jones is
He's bad.
he's like
He's
he's
bad.
like
He's bad.
if he can only run. If he couldn't run, he'd be screwed. He'd be out of the league already.
like he was the worst. Like everyone knew when he was picked that he was the worst pick
What
ever.
really helped him?
If you gave
What
him
really
Waddle
helped him is he got
and
a
Tyreek
new
Hill,
coach.
he'd be top.
He would not be able to throw
quarterback in the
26
league.
yards to them.
Shut up. No, he
He's
wouldn't.
no receivers to throw to.
Bro, your number one
What do you
receiver
mean?
last
You
year
got
didn't want to play
Galladay.
football because he sucked.
Maybe top 10. Maybe top 10.
You got Galladay.
He didn't want to play because Daniel Jones sucked.
Kenny
That
Galladay.
is not a lie. He's
Kenny Galladay's-
terrible. Kenny
He's
Galladay was the worst.
You know he's
in
going
Giants
somewhere.
history.
He's going
No,
somewhere.
Daniel
else and
Jones is
having
going to go down to
a
the worst contract.
1,000-year receiving yards.
when Kenny Galladay got signed to the Giants, everyone was saying it was the greatest sign ever. He's going to be insane.
He was a top free agent on the market. We got.
Yeah, now look where
He
you're
had 1,000
at.
To be
He
terrible.
caught one tud.
Exactly.
We paid him $72 million to block in the playoffs.
No, you
One
paid him
pancake block.
$72 million
It was
to
worth
get
it. It was
to the
worth it.
Daniel Jones and him hate his life because Daniel Jones is his quarterback and he sucks.
Daniel Jones over 2. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, you're a fool.
I'll take
bro.
2 over Daniel Jones.
Estevan Florial has been DFA'd.
All right, so the NBA today just released a new CBA agreement. They are not testing. All right, it's not legalizing. They're not testing for medical marijuana in the NBA anymore. And then also for specific awards, you have to play at least 65 games in order to achieve those awards. So I kind of just wanted to talk about the impact of the awards and just seeing if players are kind of going to go and play like exactly 65 games. Like, do we think players are going to like plan their seasons out? Like, do we think that there are going to be players who miss out on this cut, or like are there players that are going to actually care about like going out and winning or playing 65 games? Like, is that going to be a thing? I think that it will be a thing. Like these players are going to plan their seasons out accordingly, and they're going to be like, all right, to win this, I have to get 65 games. It's kind of crazy, the rule. I really do like it because a player that is having a great season and only plays like 55 games doesn't deserve to win the MVP. I kind of just wanted to know just thoughts on that. Linder, do you have any thoughts?
I don't know. I don't really think LeBron's going to be like, oh, let me play this amount of games to get another MVP. But like someone like Joel Embiid, who can't win anything else other than an MVP, he may try to stay a little healthier or not sit out because his calf is tight.
He can't even win an MVP. I mean, this year will probably be the first year he wins an MVP, but he can't even win an MVP because you want to know why? Because they low key, like the past seasons, took into account the fact that he played less games. So, I mean, that's
I don't even
pretty
know if
much
he'll play that many games.
A reason.
I don't
No,
think he'll play that many games.
I mean, this season, I think he's played that many games. I don't think I think he's like right at the 65 mark this year.
Yeah, and this is probably the year he's played the most amount of games by far.
Yeah, he's played the most amount of games I think he ever has this season.
Yeah.
We do have our basketball guy back on. What's good, Sif?
What's up, guys? Sorry, I had some Wi-Fi issues again.
Yeah, I wanted to hear your thoughts on the new CBA agreement, just allowing 65 games to be played in order to win an award. Do you have your opinion on that?
I agree
Just
with
different
it,
strategies and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I like what they're doing in terms of incentivizing players to play more games. I mean, that's what I think the NBA should have done from a couple years ago, but I'm glad now that they're incentivizing players to play more games in order to be qualified for awards.
Yeah, no, it just makes sense. I think we're going to see different players come out and kind of win these awards, which will be kind of nice. There's been memes on Twitter of like McCall Bridges winning MVP because nobody else is going to be available to play, and he plays like every game. So it's just like it's really funny. Tyler, any thoughts on this new CBA agreement?
I love the 65 game minimum.
Yeah, I mean, like
but
the load managing is
about planning their season. I don't think they're going to plan their season around it, but you have to think about like they play 64 games and like they're just going to sub in for the 65th game and like sub out. You know, it could be a possibility.
It could happen.
They've already clinched playoffs. You know.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly. Like, what if your team has clinched playoffs already?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Like, what if your team has clinched the playoffs? You're like, let's just sit for the rest of the year.
Sub
but
them
like,
in.
you have to. They're going to be like, if they're missing 3 games, they're going to play those 3. You better believe they're going to play those 3 extra games. You know what I mean? 100%.
Right.
Yeah, easily.
I like it though.
So do I. Andrew, any thoughts on the new CBA agreement?
Yeah, well, you talked about how you think they might plan out their season. I feel like players are already planning out their season. Like a player like Kawhi, who doesn't already play back-to-back games, his season's pretty much planned out when he's going to play, when he's not going to play. Before the season starts, I think that goes for multiple players across the league, especially better players or injury-prone players. The teams might have already picked what games they're going to play and what games they don't really need them for, barring injury, determining whether they can play in those games anyways. But I think playing 65 games is big for an award because you get first team All-NBA. That's massive. It determines your contract max that you can get. So all these players are going to be definitely trying to play 65 games that are trying to get a bigger contract. And I just think it's important for basketball that these players are playing 65 games because there's a lot of players that just sit out on these back-to-back games and they don't ever hit the 65. And so for NBA fans that are going to games, they're not going to see the best players play. So I think we'll see more players play because of this rule and just because they're going to have the ability to get a higher contract through these NBA awards.
No, 100%. I think it benefits back-to-backs most. I think we're going to see players end up playing a whole lot more games than previously than what we've had. But also, it really does depend on if they care about the award or not. That's my thing about it. It's like, do you care? So some players could be like, screw it, I don't care about winning MVP. I don't care about winning Defensive Player of the Year. It doesn't really mean anything to me. I'm going to keep sitting out my back-to-backs. But for the guys that like care, which is I think like 80-90% of the NBA, they care about winning those type of awards, whether you ask them that or not, like whether they answer truthfully or not. They care about winning these awards. They're going to definitely play more games and end up on those back-to-backs playing back-to-backs.
It also depends on their contracts.
Yeah, but with this, I think it affects the better players because not the worst players, but like the better players are the players who are going to win first, second, or third team All-NBA. The role players, they have to play every night anyways because they're just trying to stay in the NBA. Regardless, if they say, I don't want to play, like they'll go find someone else that'll play night in, night out. And so for role players, I think they don't really have a choice to play under 65 or over 65. I think this affects that top NBA players and whether they're playing 65 games a year.
And I think that was the NBA's intention. Yeah. No, 100%. That was definitely their intention. Mm-hmm. That's the point. Everybody wants to see the stars play. You pay good money to go watch a basketball game. and you don't want to go see G League guys going out and playing. So yeah, it definitely helps the game in terms of players playing 100%. All right. Any other thoughts on the CBA? Faber, you have thoughts?
Favorite?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about that?
Cool.
What about that in-season tournament that I talked about?
Yeah, those are Faber's thoughts.
No
No testing. No testing.
All right, we're going to do Who'd You Rather Pete Alonso edition. All right, I'm going to show a player on the screen, and the boys are going to tell me if they're better than Pete Alonso. All right, first name up, Freddie Freeman. Tyler?
Freddie Freeman.
Faber?
Freeman.
Andrew?
Freddie Freeman.
Linder?
Freddie Freeman.
Sif?
How can you not say Freddie Freeman?
Freddie Freeman could possibly be the MVP of this league easily. All right, next name up, Jose Abreu. Tyler?
Pete Alonso.
Faber?
Pete Alonso, without a question.
Andrew?
Pete Alonso.
Linder?
Pete Alonso.
Oh, wow.
Sif?
Yeah, Pete Alonso.
Damn, we got a clean sweep. I like Pete Alonso as well. I mean, Jose Abreu is a great player, but Pete Alonso for sure. All right, next name, Kyle Schwarber. Tyler?
This one fires me up because
Oof. I go Pete Alonso.
All right, okay. Faber?
Pete Alonso. Kyle Schwarber bats 220, guys.
Okay,
But he hits fucking shore
impact
bombs.
though. Impact though.
Yeah.
In the biggest
What do you?
biggest moments of biggest games, Kyle Schwarber steps up.
Has a home run in all of them.
Okay, Pete Alonso he doesn't have as many opportunities. He's just as clutch. Every time the Mets even hit a home run, he
That's
does.
clutch. Why? Because he hits a home run when he's down 2-0 against the Miami
He
Marlins.
always hits a 3-run to get us the lead. If you watch this,
One
Pete
Or when
Alonso
you're
is
up 10. All right, Andrew, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go Pete Alonso as an overall player.
Okay. Linder?
Kyle Schwarber. Pete Alonso can't even play defense, so I'm not going just off hitting. Going defense as well.
Kyle Schwarber can't play defense. What are you talking about?
Worst defender.
Yeah, Kyle Schwarber's.
Pete Alonso can't field the ground ball.
What about that?
Pete Alonso can't field the ground ball that my baby
It's
cousin
just not
hits off
even
the
close.
tee.
Sif, who you got?
Pete Alonso.
I'll go Pete Alonso. as
Thank
well.
you.
Next name up, Matt Olson. Tyler?
Ooh. Pete Alonso. 100%.
Faber?
Pete Alonso, 100%.
Andrew?
Mm,
Damn, he's thinking about it.
yeah.
That's why I like Tyler.
I'm going to go Matt Olson.
Oof.
Okay. I don't think anyone will have that opinion in this world.
Matt Olson. He's a top 4 first baseman in the league.
All right, let's settle down now.
Sif?
Pete Alonso.
Yeah, Pete Alonso is better, even though...
What are your top 5 first basemen then?
We'll get into that
So
after.
we can go.
We can get into that
Yeah.
I mean,
after.
clearly the Braves thought Matt Olson was better than Freddie Freeman, so
Yeah,
They didn't think that. They just.
because they have
Combine
a
the two,
friendlier
right?
contract with Matt Olson than they would have with Freddie.
Yeah. All right, next name up, we got Nolan Arenado. Tyler?
Arenado.
Faber?
All around.
I'm a realist.
All right, Andrew?
Sometimes.
Arenado.
That's close.
Linder?
Arenado. It's not close
Sif?
at all.
It's not close, Arenado. He's gonna win.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, Arenado is the GOAT, bro. I love Arenado. He is him.
Yeah,
We're gonna
Arenado's a stud.
go Devers. Tyler?
Ooh, that's tough. I gotta go. Oh, man.
Tyler, it's the Red Sox.
I know it's the Red Sox. That's why.
Yeah, but it's the two teams he hates most. So he gives
Devers is a stud, though. Devers is a stud. I gotta go Devers. I think Devers is better than Alonso.
All right, Faber.
Alonso.
Oof.
Alonso.
Andrew.
Rafael Devers.
Linder.
Devers.
If this is
Same.
funny. If it's 6-1, that's ridiculous.
Devers.
That just shows.
Come on.
I'm
He's
gonna
the
go
only one that can hit for us.
I'm gonna go Devers. I am gonna go Devers.
That's a tough one, though. It's tough.
It is tough. Very tough. Next name up, Paul Goldschmidt. Tyler.
Goldschmidt.
Faber.
Probably Goldschmidt.
Andrew.
Damn,
Definitely
you said that
Goldschmidt.
so
Hurt him a little bit.
That hurt him. Oh, that hurt.
Three people that I can say are really at least 7 to 10 people that are for sure better than him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
More than that.
I'm gonna go Paul Goldschmidt, best first baseman in the league.
Oof. That's a
Definitely.
take. All right, Linder.
He's definitely the best first baseman. Paul
Freeman is fire. Freeman's fire. I think Freeman.
I think it's
Goldschmidt's
one,
better.
I think it's
Maybe
1A,
his
1B
prime.
with Goldschmidt and Freeman, so I'm going to go Goldschmidt.
Yeah, me as well. I'm gonna go.
Alonso's
Goldschmidt.
right
I
on.
love me some Goldie. All right, 2 more. Next name up, Jordan Alvarez. Tyler.
Jordan. I love him.
Jordan.
I'm going Pete.
All right. Andrew.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pete Alonso.
You guys
Oof.
are crazy.
Linder.
Wow. Jordan.
Sif.
I like Jordan Alvarez. I saw him hit a shot last night, and I called it right before.
The moment
clutch.
he hit
I
a
picked to win MVP.
the
100%.
moment he hit
He's
a
winning.
walk-off home run
Kyle
against
Tucker.
the Yankees, I knew he was one of the best players in baseball.
That hurt.
That
I mean, it's
hurt
not
my
that hard to
soul.
hit a home run
It
off the
hurt my
Yankees.
soul. It
That was
actually,
close.
that one hurt me. It did. All right. Last name up, Vlad Jr. Tyler.
This is favorite one, actually.
I like Vladdy. I'm taking Vlad.
Why do you think I saved it for last, Faber? You're up.
Look at the stats. People are going to say Vladdy right off the bat because it's Vladdy and his dad, and he was the #1 prospect. But if you really look,
Why? He's a stud.
he is a stud. But if you look at the stats, Pete Alonso is a better player, more consistent, and Pete Alonso clears.
Andrew.
Consistent at what?
Well, I have Vladdy to win my AL MVP, so I'm have to go Vladdy.
All right. Linder.
Well, considering Vladimir Guerrero has played half the games as Pete Alonso this year and has triple the RBIs, I'm going to go with Vladimir Guerrero.
Bro, what are you talking?
Told me to look at the stats. Told me to look at the
One
stats.
game. One game.
Alonso
Told me
like
to look at
100
the stats.
the odds last year.
I'm gonna stick with Faber. All right, I'm gonna go Pete.
Me as well. I'm going to go Pete Alonso,
Pete's
too.
good.
I'm going to go Pete. I'll take Pete on this one. I don't know. Vlad Jr. doesn't do it for me. I looked at the stats, too. He doesn't do it for me.
I have
But
a
yeah.
question.
Yeah, go ahead. Question.
Starling Marte or Pete Alonso?
Marte.
I take Marte in a
Marte is
heartbeat.
Man, but obviously Pete Alonso, bro. Marte
Yeah,
plays
come
like
on.
2 games a year.
I don't know what Pete Alonso's trying to do with that mustache, but it's got to go. He's
Faber.
not Spencer Strider. He's
Faber.
gotta.
Who
I
are
don't know
your
what he's trying to do.
who are your top 5 first basemen in the league?
Top 5 first baseman. I'm going to go. I mean, we said him. It's Goldschmidt, Freeman, Alonso, Vlad. And then 5. Olsen, or who am I missing? I might
Or
be
Bray
missing
Olsen or
Told you,
Bray?
Matt Olson.
one. I think Olsen clears.
All right.
Just made a
True.
face when I said Matt Olson's a top 4, top 5.
No, Matt Olsen he's a top
He's
5,
good.
probably borderline top 5 first baseman, but
Yeah.
he's not a great. He's
I'm
a
trying to go through the first baseman in my head, so it's a little tricky.
You want to take CJ
Yeah.
Crone?
Oh, he's
God.
good, but he's not top 5.
I'm trying to think.
The first pick are of food items or just concession items at a ballpark.
I mean, if I didn't pick this, it would be criminal. How can you not say a hot dog?
A hot dog, easily, bro. Easily. That's probably the staple of
Glizzy.
ball. Classic glizzy,
Easily.
bro. All right, Linder.
I'm going the Cuban sandwich at the Miami Marlins park.
That's 1 day old. Food is just got
it's better-
the
it's better
greatest
than Pete
food
Alonso.
started yesterday.
All right, Andrew.
I'm going a bag of Cracker Jacks.
Cracker Jacks, I
All right.
like it. All right, Faber.
Yeah, I'm going hot dog.
Hot. You
He already went
can't.
hot
You already
dog.
got
You
taken.
gotta pick
It already got
something
taken.
else. Boo.
It already got taken.
No, I know. I thought we were saying.
Glizzy.
You can't take what's already been taken.
All right, I got you.
Yeah, they were still sitting next to each other.
Funny. I got probably a good old pretzel,
Pretzel.
salted pretzel. Eat salt on that, you know.
Sounds good. Tyler.
Chicken tendies. 100%.
Chicken tenders. I am gonna
That
go.
went so late.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll go pulled pork sandwich, and then I'm gonna go with a Italian sausage. All right, Tyler.
Going good old cold beer.
A nice beer. I like Tyler's.
Nice beer.
All right, Faber.
I gotta go. You know, like I gotta go the ice cream in the baseball cap.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Oh.
100%, bro. 100%,
Come
100%.
on, I got one.
Do you? Do you?
Favor's pulling out the.
That's lit. That's
He's
lit.
a-
Gotta pull it out. That's fire. That's fire.
You know what I mean?
No Mets logo. Where's
Yeah,
the
wear
Mets
it for the rest of the
logo?
You gotta
episode.
wear it now.
Wear it for the rest of the
Yeah, put it
episode.
on. You gotta wear.
It's like a yarmulke.
Yeah, right. All right, Andrew. Who you got?
I got some loaded nachos.
Loaded
Ooh.
nachos. I like it. All right, Sif. Back to you. Get back-to-back picks.
It's me,
Last two
dickhead.
Damn, skipped over Linda.
Oh no, Linder.
Fuck you.
Sorry, my fault. Sorry, Linder.
I got peanuts.
Peanuts.
Bro, I was going peanuts, bro. My next
Damn
pick.
it.
Peanuts is the. I don't know how it lasted that long.
All right, Sif. Now you have back-to-back picks.
All right, so I'm gonna go frozen lemonade,
I
first
wanted that
pick.
one. Okay,
and then my second pick.
last pick. We were only going 3.
I'm trying to think what.
Oh,
what-
you know food. Come on now.
Yeah, come on.
I know, but
This is your segment, bro.
I mean, I guess a personal pizza.
A personal pizza.
That's a good choice. I
Okay.
didn't even think
All
about
right,
that.
Linder, back to you, boss.
I'm going ice cold blue Powerade.
After saying that, guarantee you favorite picks that one, and you pick it.
It was a good choice. I'm surprised you didn't pick it.
All right, Andrew, last pick.
Favorite one ice cream, but I'm gonna go Dippin' Dots.
Dippin'
Ooh.
Dots. Yes, sir. I like that. And I like it. Andrew's a snack kind of guy. All right, Faber.
No one said this somehow. The OG souvenir cup with the nice Coke in there. Come
Yo,
on,
you
bro.
love your souvenir cups, bro. You love your souvenirs.
Give me a
You love
fucking
the-
souvenir cup with Coke filled to the brim. One of those big things with ice. Goddamn. I'm a munch on that.
That's funny. All right, Tyler.
That's fine. All right, going the classic popcorn.
Popcorn. I will go
Yep.
the vice of popcorn, and I will say kettle corn. Because I love me some kettle corn, even though I got sick off it fucking with Andrew and Sif at the Red Sox
Wait, you
game.
got sick?
No, I didn't get sick off of it, but I was just like, oh, I was sitting there like, oh, my stomach, bruh.
Yeah, well, you thought you could finish a whole bag. You're like, oh, let's
Yo,
get
I was
3
about to
bags.
get my
Bro,
own
that
bag.
dude
I was
didn't
about to
finish-
get my own bag. Dead ass.
That bag was massive.
That bag
It
was massive. It was massive.
I gotta see
I
a
think
picture
we
of
got
this bag.
any honorable mentions? We forgot hamburger.
Yeah,
we
we got
forgot churro.
Hamburger went undrafted.
Churro.
That's gas.
Churro.
Churro.
Yeah, churros are a good one. Let's see.
Poster corner.
What about cotton candy?
Cotton candy.
went
We missed
undrafted.
cotton candy. That's an honorable mention. We
Pardon
also
my
at-
take, cheesesteak.
Sure. At Red Sox games, at least I know they do lobster rolls. So lobster roll would have been a cool one to do. Yeah, there's a lot of good ballpark
Yeah, but
foods.
we're not dropping the bag.
Sunflower
The Yankees dropped
Sunflower
the
seeds.
Aaron Judge burger. It's like $30.
Oh yeah, the Judge Bird. They only, bro. Did you know they only sell
Yeah,
like
it should
they
be
only make
67
99.
cents for
99 of
batting
them.
average in the playoffs.
what
Yeah, and it looks
999?
Yeah, and the line looks like it's 400 people.
Yeah, it does, right? All right.
Overrated
Well,
like him.
that concludes the entire podcast. Thanks for watching and listening. Stay tuned for episode 5 coming next week and episode 3 of Contested coming on Thursday. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and have a good day, everyone. Thanks, boys, for coming on. Thanks, Tyler, for coming on. First time on. Hope you enjoyed it. Nice little sports talk with the boys.
Don't come back.
Yeah, don't come back ever.
Yeah, no.
All right.
All right. Any last thoughts? Anyone have any comments, concerns?
Good.
Let's do a prediction. Marlins or Mets today? What's the score?
Why don't you send us a video?
Yeah, why don't you just send us an
Because
exciting
I'm
video?
top.
Why don't you send an
Marlins
exciting
10
video?
Hi.
Hi,
Zero.
this is Jonathan. I'm gonna pick the Mets over the Marlins.
Oh, that's what it
3-1.
sounds like.
Alonso's gonna have
Happy
a
Sale
good
Day,
run.
everyone. It's Chris Sale's first game
Oh,
pitching at
until he's
Fenway
Yes,
since
yes,
2021 AL.
April Fools, he's not pitching, man. Come on.
Oh, we're facing Cabrera. Oh, we're screwed today. They're gonna no-hit us.
Edward Cabrera, bro. The MLB.
Edward Cabrera's
Everyone
go.
go.
We got
he was
Tyler
sorry.
Beagle.
We're gonna win
Tyler
probably 5-3.
I can't take you seriously, Baker.
Even though this will be
5-3 us?
even though this will be posted on probably tomorrow after March Madness or after the Final Four. Any predictions for the final?
UConn.
FAU UConn.
UConn sucking his nuts. We're going Miami and FAU.